In a recent interview with Deadline, one of the directors of Avengers Endgame, Infinity War, and Civil War reveals what he believes is the key to why Marvel Studios is more successful than any other company when it comes to comic book films, and specifically why Kevin Feige is the mastermind behind all of it. And brace yourself, film snobs, because the key to success is humor. I know you're going to have a hard time sleeping tonight because these serious comic book films have humor. So this comes from Joe Russo, who was recently speaking with Deadline about Marvel Studios, their work there, and again, the big success that Marvel Studios has had, and obviously Kevin Feige was there from day one. And he specifically said that when it comes to what people call the secret sauce of the MCU, that Kevin Feige is really the guy that is responsible for that. And he says that one of the things that Kevin Feige did and does is when they screen the film, he sits in the back and he listens and watches and he reacts to laughter and people having a good time. And if you can pace a film to have a constant good amount of humor and feel-good moments and things that make you feel comfortable, the things that make you enjoy what you're watching, and that you're watching this film and every couple minutes things are happening that you're legitimately enjoying and engaged with, a lot of time this being humor or a joke or something, that this is the key, because they realize that the audience likes to watch these films and have a good time. And that if they're having a good time, they're bound to come back again and watch the next one because they know this is that thing that makes me feel good. I enjoy it. And it's one of the things where he says, once you got them there, then you can go a little bit darker and a little bit more personal, but people know that those moments are there and they know that they will come back in other projects. So people are never turned away by being too dark or too comedic because there's the secret sauce that combines everything. But the fundamental foundation of everything is the humor, the feedback, the audience having a good reaction and having a good time. And is anybody gonna deny that that's what Marvel Studios does? I mean, isn't one of the biggest criticisms of Eternals that it's boring? People are like, man, that movie's kind of boring. But you look at something like Shang-Chi, which legit people love. I mean, it's in my top 5 MCU films, and they're spot on with the jokes and comedic timing and delivery and action sequences, and it's well paced. You don't really get that with Eternals, so I get it. And you even look at Moon Knight recently. That does the same thing. It has a pace and it delivers humor. Even though it goes in different areas and different subjects and is a little darker compared to other things in the MCU, they still manage to get that in there because it makes people feel good. So, yeah, it's kind of the key. Other people have tried to just be brooding, serious comic book films, but they tend to forget these films are based on comics that are sold to kids. So, you should probably make it appeal to everybody.